everybody, this is Marr here, along with little Grover here. He's being just an adorable little puppy pal. Why don't you, Grover, say hi to the audience. Say hi. Say hi. I know I'm moving your arm, but I want you to say hi regardless. And I saw that yawn. Are you ready for bed? You're getting ready for bedtime, aren't you? We've only taken like 8 naps, I think, today. Today's video I'm really excited to make, as I want to showcase again my Thomas & Friends wood collection. I know I have all my original wooden railway items, but that's going to be for its own separate video. And I got a lot of brand new Thomas & Friends wood items, mostly for Maple Railway obviously. And I just thought it would be fun to showcase a little update on what new engines, locations, and accessories that I got for my Thomas & Friends wood range. So I hope you guys are excited, and let's get started. Here are all of my locomotives first. I have 31 engines, including all the duplicate engines, unpainted ones, and most of them did fit on this table. I was a shy away, but I was able to get all of them, so let's go down the line. First we have Thomas again, the 2018 Thomas. This is the, let me show the case. This is the birthday Thomas. This is the Chinese New Year Thomas. And this is the Castle Wood set Thomas with the Ufstead castle banner on him. And then we have Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, unpainted James, Percy, unpainted Percy, Toby, Diesel, unpainted Diesel. Don't worry, I didn't get any more of the unpainted engines. Well, I am planning on getting like Stanley, Salty, those that did not have a fully painted version. I'll be getting those, but I don't think I'll get like the unpainted Diesel 10 or Gordon or any others. I don't think, hopefully not. Anyway, I think we were on Diesel 10, Harvey, Emily, Spencer. This is the Fairgrounds Rosie. I think it's Fairgrounds. Oh, Prize Pony Rosie. That's what it was. I know it was something about a fair. I just couldn't remember the name of it. Then we got Hero, Victor, Charlie, Flynn, Ryan, Rosie. Rosie. Oh dear. This is Ashima. This is Ashima. Not Rosie. That's Rosie. That's Ashima. We're off to a really great start here. I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous. And then we got Etienne, Nia, Rebecca, and Kenji. Before I continue on with the collection, I do want to give one special shout out to a good friend of mine, Milan Tuna. For those who don't know, Milan Tuna, he's responsible for the Railways of Crotunia series. He does Milan Ramblings, and he recently launched, or soon to fix and launch, a brand new Chuckyton Toy Tales series, which I know he's been really looking forward to that one. But the reason why I'm mentioning him is because me and him have been doing sort of a little deal going on where he sends me something to ship over to Canada because Canadian shipping is very expensive. And as I send it up to him, he also sends me a wooden engine that I don't have in my collection. So I think Hero was the first engine that we did with a whole deal. So again, he sends me something for me to ship to him over in Canada, and he also sends me an engine or a place that I do not have in my collection. So, but yeah, Hero's one of the new ones, and I really like Hero. He's really good. Another one was the Prize Pony Rosie. That was another one he sent. And yeah, there was a few others like vehicles and such. But then one engine that I bought brand new is Etienne. And Etienne, I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to get a hold of him because he was like released pretty late into the Thomas & Friends wood lifespan, and I'm really happy I got him. I mean, granted he's tiny, like most wood engines, but he's actually one of the better wood engines. Like, I love the detail, the face is also really good. He also has these, I forgot what they're called, pylons, I think, that are attached on top, and he also has back detailing, which is something very rare to see. And yeah, I was able to get him off Amazon for 30 bucks. I don't think he's available on there anymore. I bought him earlier this year because I was worried about missing out, but yeah, I'm really excited to I'm glad to have him in there. What was the other new engine I got? Oh, right. And then I actually got Charlie here as a Christmas gift. I got the lift and load cargo set for Christmas from my folks, which I'm very thankful for. And I really like this model of Charlie, although I found out something weird about this model in particular. So Charlie, when the wood range was launched in 2018, there were two ways to get Charlie unpainted, obviously. He was available separately, and then he was also available in the lift and load cargo set. However, when the line fully had fully painted engines, no more exposed wood Watsits, the only way to get this model of Charlie was in the lift and load cargo set. This one was never released separately, and I just find that so weird because he looks really good fully painted. I love like the wheels and the face is spot on, but yet he was only available, or at least the fully painted one was only available in the lift and load cargo set. Okay, these are my non-rail vehicles and rolling stock. I have 9 no-rail vehicles and then 11 pieces of rolling stock, surprisingly, concerning rolling stock is pretty hard to come by, not just in the wood range, but just all the ranges, especially in die-cast, for some reason. Anyway, here we have Sir Topham Hatt's car, Crash Into Hay, Birdie, 2018 Birdie, Harold, Butch, Kevin, well, there you go, you can see the face, Kevin, Winston, Ace, Annie and Clarabelle, Nafford Coach, Gray Troublesome Truck, Turquoise Troublesome Truck, Scruffy. We also have the Flying Dragon, the Birthday Car, the Castle Car, the County Fair Car, and then the Mail Car. I also forgot to put Bulstrode in there, along with the 4 different crates that's included with him. I keep forgetting to put Bulstrode in my collection, so technically 10 non-rail vehicles that I have, so I'm sorry, Bulstrode, please don't hurt me. Okay, so now I just remembered, technically Kevin was the first one that Milan gave to me. So yeah, Kevin's the one that started the whole business deal with me and Milan, and I like Kevin's model, though the crane, it's kind of hard to see his face because this Manic is a bit big, but I like it, though. The only thing it's not really like a fault of the model, but more or less something I'm concerned with, is that the only way for him to have his hook fully launched is that there's a tiny little tab here that clips onto this gray hook, or gray plastic piece, and it works well, but I'm afraid after over time that will probably break off. So I'm a little bit concerned about that, but other than that, I like Kevin's model. He looks better than how the Wooden Railway Kevin used to look. If anyone remembers that, that was a hoo and a holler right there. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going to move the camera here. More freight cars, which I'm happy to have, although I would like to have more express coaches, but since I brought all my original TWR items here, I'll be using that, and Meeple Railway, obviously. So I forgot to mention or talk about the birthday Thomas that I had. It's a variant of Thomas that has a birthday cake that can lift off the freight car. And yeah, the cake itself is okay. It's mostly plastic, but it has a sound chip in it, which actually plays a little bit of the engine roll call when you press this one here. So yeah, I liked it pretty well. And then of course I showcased like more of these cargo cars, which I'm happy. One thing I actually will give credit with the Wood line of toys is that when it comes to the cargo cars, we're all familiar with the generic cargo cars that we usually seen in during the learning curve and original TWR range, how they're all the same except different color schemes. Here, they're all at least different with different textures and coloring, and of course different pieces of cargo. And also this one has a little back door because I believe you could fit the horse on this car, so you know, you can clip on that, and that's pretty cool. I like that. but the ones I'm really happy to have are these two freight cars, these two troublesome trucks. Now Scruffy's not the only one who's alone here. We have two other sentient pieces of freight cars, and these are pretty cool. These two are only available in the lift and load cargo set. I actually really love the faces. I'll give you a close-up on the faces here. Apologize for the lighting, it's a bit bright. And based on this, really love the faces, and I actually really like the color schemes. And one thing I really like is that there's a little thick knob, a little tab here that you can use to have the freight car just, you know, lift the load off. So that way, like, let's say if Cranky loads something in the freight car, and it's like, I don't want this one, you could just do that, and I actually really like that feature. Obviously, troublesome trucks can't really do that, but it's something I really like, and it's pretty funny, I have to say. These are all of my accessory pieces and figurines, which I have a total of 10 accessory pieces and 19 figurines. So here we go. I laid them all flat because it's easier to make sure they don't fall over. So we have the bench from the All Around the Park set, NAFTA station bench, the NAFTA station clock, the Solar Search and Rescue sign, two fences that was part of the Rosie Twin Pack, Farmer McColl's haystack, Tiff Transfer Yards, Thomas's branch line, and then we have, I'm trying to make sure the lighting works well, it's hard to do, dang it, stupid lighting. We have two duplicates of Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt that has the crown piece. Sir Topham Hatt wearing goggles while driving Ace. Sir Topham Hatt covered in hay. A workman from the Cranky the Crane set. A school teacher. The crane operator from the lift and load cargo set. The nurse, nurse. This is a patrolman who works at Harold's Airfield. The Tipper Shed's operator. And I keep forgetting which shade is technically the conductor and which one's Birdie's driver, but it's one of these two. You can obviously switch both of them for either role. Sir Robin Normandy, the mayor, the baker, armored horse, a cow, and the prize pony horse. Also, I forgot to mention the throne accessory piece from the Castlewood set. I thought I had it in my little chest thing, but I put it in the container with all my track and stuff, so I need to try to definitely figure out how to... In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put some of this stuff away. So, obviously, I'm still in the basics of learning, but I'm trying to do a better job of making sure I have everything organized with my engines and rolling stock, but obviously I know it's not the best collection. And I have like all my destinations and such in one container along with the tracks. So if anyone has any recommendations on how I can better organize all my stuff, like any way I can organize my tracks and all that, please let me know, because I will definitely would love to hear your suggestions, because I would like to get things organized better so it'll be easier to find. It's not just a cluster mess. Anyway, let's move on to the tracks here. I got a couple of different tracks, but I still want to rant on something. But here, let's just focus. So I have the bridge that was in the Castlewood Tower set, which I did a review on, along with a the X crossing track piece, 3 pieces of ascending track, 4 gray switch points, 1 freeway switch point, 2 blue switch points, a railroad crossing, a drawbridge, 8 of these little surface ramps, 4 blues and 4 oranges. I have 6 female and male wooden railway adapters. I decided to just go ahead and keep some of them, because since I am going to use wooden railway locations in Meeple Stairs, I figured just keep a good chunk of them just in case. And then we got this part here. Now, obviously I'm grateful for have all these pieces, but as you can see, I have more curves than I have straights. And granted, I've been collecting since October of 2020, and I counted each pack of these have 6 curve pieces, so I have 36 curves. I have 7 of these bundles, so I have 14 straights, 36 curves. Now, I may not be a railway buff, but I kind of wish they put more straight pieces in a set. I mean, obviously curves are important, but I would like to have more straights, because you probably notice if you watch my videos, I use a lot of straight pieces for my sets, so I would like to get more. Okay, now we come to the destination. Now, I have 3 other locations that I have not put on the table, but that's because I want to kind of go in depth with them more. So here are destinations part 1 right here. So we have Titmuss Station, which I still really like this alliteration because of like how playful it is. And also one thing I didn't notice was there's actually a little bit of detail in here that shows like controls to turn the turntable and an axe for some reason. I don't know why there's an axe, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to leave it to the imagination. We also have Cranky the Crane, the Castle Pillar, the Transfer Cargo Drop, Napha Station. We have the Crosby Station, along with the Ufstead Castle Station. Speaking of Ufstead, here's the Ufstead Castle, along with the Ufstead mine tunnel. I almost forgot the word for that. And I love how the back you actually see Millie, Glenn, and Stefan on this board here. That's something I really like that I forgot to mention in my review. I mean, I showcased this, but it's just something I really like. And of course, the crappy Sordor Bridge, which speaking of, I want to address something real quick. So for those who haven't seen my first collection on my Thomas Word stuff, I did a pretty extensive rant on this bridge because the connection on this is awful. I don't like it. And I mentioned specifically the middle intersection is very loose and it's so weird. Now, when I made that video, I had a few people suggest to put a track in the middle. So like say we'll put like a little straight and we put that like so. And to be fair, it doesn't look bad because it does essentially make it bigger. Makes it a pretty long suspension bridge. So I understand where it's coming from, but it still has that. Well, actually it connects a little bit better actually. So, but it's still very wobbly, but not to a point where it's gonna come out. So I actually do appreciate people suggesting that little factor there. Now, whether or not I want to use this for my series, because I was thinking of just keeping the bridge together, because I don't know, I always like the idea of having the bridge complete. It just feels weird to have an exposed track where if an engine derails, it doesn't have like a barrier to keep the engine from falling. So I'm not sure, but to those that have suggested to put a track in between, I do appreciate that. That's actually a very good idea, and I did not put that in consideration. So yeah, I don't know if I want to keep that or not. It just looks, I mean, it makes it longer, but it's also kind of weird. But I don't know, we'll have to see. First location I want to talk about is the Titmuss Transfer Yard's slide crane, or transfer crane as it is. And when I got the lift and load cargo set for Christmas, this was definitely a highlight. I mean, I loved getting Charlie and the trucks and the freeway switch point, but I thought this destination looked really cool. So essentially it's a crane that, oh, you just put, I'm just grabbing a random figure here. It can slide back and forth, and there's a little knob on the back here that can like magnetize to a truck or to a cargo, and then it can slide to either track. And yeah, I actually really like this. The plastic pieces, they're a little flimsy, but it gets the job done. I mean, there has been other transfer cranes like this, like we had the classic Sordor cargo crane that one kind of adds similar, but this one kind of feels more modern. It actually feels like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Oh, if anyone's seen Field Tugboat, you may remember the sliding crane Clayton that kind of slides. It kind of reminds me of that, which I am hoping to get Clayton soon, even though he's pretty hard to find. But yeah, it's just, I really like it, and it's also kind of smoothing the slide back and forth. So yeah, I actually do like this destination. I also like the cargo drop crane that I mentioned a little bit a few minutes ago. That one's really fun, but I do like this crane here. It's really nice. And we come down to the last two destinations that I have in my Thomas Wood collection. They are the Sodor City Rescue Center, which I actually have a lot to talk about this location here, but I'm gonna save that for its own special video, so that'll be coming sometime later on this month. But yeah, I'm happy to have this. It only cost me like 30 bucks because I got this used. You can see a little bit of the wear and tear on the fire truck, but yeah, I have quite a bit to talk about, so this one I'm gonna save up for its own video. And then finally we have Harold's Helipad, which was given to me by Milan, which major thanks to him. I may have there may have been a few other things that you've given me that I forgot to mention, so I apologize, but I really appreciate your support. I'm glad I was able to help you out with your Chucky 10 Toy Tales series, which I'm excited to see how that turns out. But yeah, this is pretty much like the area where Harold the helicopter lives and has one of the men that works here. And it also came with the ML freight car that I showcased a long while ago. So, and yeah, pretty much this is mostly made out of plastic. Only wood parts are the base and then the roof, which you can have the person go in here and you can have him circulate, like, you know, he's like actually moving this around. Kind of reminds me of like the dispatcher from Field Tugboat, making him twirl around and making him sick. Actually, I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, this one's okay. You know, it's not bad. Although the only thing that I'm not a fan of is the whole plastic track piece. Like, not even saying that this is like, you know, oh, why is it not wood? Why is it all plastic? Like, not even that, but like, obviously, with the mail car included in this, these are supposed to be like boxes, you know, like cargo that held the helicopter can land, but they're completely made out of plastic, and you could barely make out what they are. In fact, there's like a tiny X shape on top of this box, so it's just weird. Like, you know, that's something that I think we've all mentioned, like, how come it's called Thomas & Friends Wood, but yet it's made out of more plastic even before the change. It's just, this is just weird here, but I'm still happy to have this, you know. And I mean, hey, you can team it up with the Sodor City Rescue Center, and, you know, not bad. So let me make a quick little layout with all the stuff that got brand new, and I'll do some final thoughts real quick. Okay, so I made a quick little layout. While it may not be perfect, I actually like how it turned out. I mean, granted, I probably should have made that side a bit more busy, but you had like Harold the helicopter with Percy, Kevin hosting the air flight mail, the Rosie prize pony pack, along with Charlie and Thomas at the freight car on fire, and Hero, and of course Etienne's hiding in the background like bless me. And of course we have Sir Top Hat sitting on his chair watching all the chaos unfold, going, this is fine, as he's chewing on a vegan bagel sandwich. So yeah, so not a bad layout, and honestly I'm happy with how this collection video did. Even though behind the scenes, before I filmed the last bit showing Harold's helipad and the firehouse, I could not find the roof here. Like, the roof I could not find anywhere, but I was able to find it in one of my other storage chests of my Thomas Wood Railway collection. So that roof almost made me lose my sanity for a bit. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoy collection 2 of my Thomas & Friends Wood collection. It may not be a whole lot of new additions, but I figured go ahead and make another one. I know I'm almost done getting like the separate destinations, a couple more engines, so I'm still quite a bit left, especially with like the sets. I think I got 4 sets left to collect, not counting the very small beginner ones like the Crossing and Bridges pack or stuff like that matter. So anyway, I'm happy that my collection is growing, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, God bless, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye!